I've got to say grateful thanks for Paul for getting me involved as Mark Beattie goes across the track. Faraday collects Luke Simmons, he's out of the lead, he's on the grass, and like Nick Bridgman will have to recover. He looks across, I think, and comes back on track. It's all clear at the moment. 3-car going out, there's contact there. Two base, and that's John Mickle. Very nasty consequence.
Convince Jake to speak with us for a second, and oh wow, yeah, started with a bounce off the berm. Car unsprings and upside down big time.
Yeah, he feels it there, and it just, man, he was so deep in it.
Se viene Rudiger, se viene el Lautenlager, lo va a pasar por afuera, se defiende Rudiger, hijo de mil, terrible accidente, terrible accidente.
83 plus prawy in przechodzi 4 minus lewy. 45 plus prawy długi.
This is Randall now. On the outside, Jackson Evans, and that was the inside. So that's what we picked up before. So Cam Waters into Randall, holding involved also.
But what about Cam Waters surviving this? Like going through a 360. Oh my goodness, that was actually a much bigger shunt than I thought. With
at two different versions of the Porsche GT3. The 911 GT3, there's a crash at the back straight. Big shunts, wheels off. This will be.
He's going to try to snap that car. Oh, and he gets hammered. He gets taken hard there by Tristan.
Scenario, we see an onboard here.
Oh my heavenly days! Fix gets hammered.
Wow, that's a.
This is from Herbert's machine. Tristan, kind of a blind corner, comes up. He's in the groove. Doesn't realize there that Fix is just trying to get back on the race.
Savage là, qui va gagner quelques positions en bousculant quelques pilotes. Pendant ce temps-là, Guénette a pris la mesure. Oh le pauvre! Je crois que c'est. Oh, on se monte dessus joyeusement. Oh, Xavier Coupal qui va capoter, mesdames, messieurs. Incroyable mais vrai. C'est avec Camiran qui s'est.
È successo il problema a Marvin.
Che belle queste immagini del drone. Urca, Brusa non ha praticamente frenato.
Non ha frenato, è andato da. Vediamo che cosa è successo. Qui tagliano. Sì. E poi lì dietro c'è stato un testacoda che ha coinvolto Zendelli, si sono toccati Fenici.
55, Braden Vincent in second. Moore down to the inside. Oh, contact. Moore's he's over though, and Olszewski over as well.
The top two. Rackstraw coasts to a halt, and that car may force the safety car. There's a big drama coming out of Druids with somebody having launched.
Is that Abby Eaton? I'm worried it's Abby Eaton.
Launch body, so he won't want to be in a big battle with him. And sure enough, between Alessia Dono and Thomas Neubauer is 1.223 as someone has made contact, and I think that is Marco Pulcini, Nico. I think it is. I might be wrong.
Versus Lamborghini, number 1, Georgi Donchev, 991 Darren Lung. The Lamborghini spins in a big accident with lots of barrier damage, car destroyed, lots of flames. You see the car spins across the...
This is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. At least, let's say it's not the...
Sì, ha cercato di fare il conto sorpasso che va...
l'uscita!
Ancora Magnoni a muro, pesantissimo! Accidenti!
Towards Mandarin, this is going to be dicey. Brilliant overtake by Bamba. How do you do? Oh, no! Macau strikes again! And the horrible sight of Lawrence.
What happened here? Ooh. Once you are on that wet grass, you are nothing other than a passenger, and that is...
Number 16K
Kayla Rail, 22nd quick on her opening lap, a 21.563 as the 16 goes for a wild flip over in turn. Working off into turns 3 and 4, biked her up, and he was along for the ride from there.
Falling to the final transfer spot as the checkered flag's going to drop in this one. Oh my goodness, huge crash off the top of turns 3 and 4. Zach Dahm out of the park in 5.
The right-hand side is they're coming into that kink, and they are well through the right-handed part. And the Manthey car
ahead of Betty Chen at the top of the screen. We're obviously following the GT4 cars, and then she's somehow hit the front of the Ferrari, and yeah, as I thought, the gravel trap has sent her into a barrel roll and slightly uglily bounced on the Armco barrier there.
a minor touch, and unless it broke the steering on the Mustang, and I don't think it was wheel to wheel, to be honest, Jeremy, there was the, oh, well, maybe it was. Yeah. Maybe it was, but it just kicked the car to the right-hand side, and I think that's as much as Paul Pinch.
We didn't do it when we raced them. I mean, this is something that just has caught on in the last couple of years. So,
upside down, over and over the 83 of Mike Afrano. A big wreck coming out of turn number 4 into the grass. He
third in points standings, and
hit.
Stuck in, and that's the 91. And what else is involved there? The 95 safety car is coming. Oh, that was major lockup. To what happened there? Did he just get too deeply into the corner?
Liberati, and further back behind yesterday's race winner Akira Aida up along the pit wall. He's had this perpetual battle with the Lamborghini, and it's ended very badly indeed. Contact on the start-finish straight. A few other cars immensely lucky.
Get around here, slide it sideways to the corner like he would. Oh, contact, hard into the wall. Allen up into the wall hard, destroying the right front and a rear end of the park. Watch as the wiggle happens there, and then Jason Allen comes up the track, maybe seeing what was happening in front of him, but
challenge si parte con gara 1, questo terzo appuntamento stagionale buono, lo scatto da parte di Maccari, mentre c'è subito un contatto nelle retrovie, un violetto incidente che ha coinvolto 2 delle
alongside René Rast, the driver second and third of the championship, and now gets the place back. He goes second, Rast is third, but he's got Bortolotti barreling up the inside of him now on the brakes on the way to turn 8. He goes through the huge shunt behind, massive shunt there, and Fireball as well. We've got, oh, Thomas Priding is one of them. His car is destroyed.
And of the oh my goodness! Oh, well, that's Hatch in the back of Dominic Baumann, who careers into the barrier, and that is some extensive damage. The rear
So here's the view. I mean, the Aston, a massive spin for the Aston.
Yeah.
The Porsche manages to get around that. Then, I mean, we've seen this happen before at Radio when a car. Well, look at the bodywork.
With only one use. Whoops, big shot, but that could be a safety car.
No, that looks like a mechanical failure under braking.
It's a big impact. The McLaren suddenly spared off the road and took the back.
Which we call the racing line. He's up in the grey. He's lost control of the car. He's hoping he's not going to hit the wall. He impacts the wall, comes off the wall, just misses the 10 of Tony Kanaan. Unfortunately, Scott Dixon is right there, up and over the front of the car. Car hits on the top of the wall. The safety cell on these cars, guys, I can't tell you how strong they are.
Everyone else is making progress, and I think the qualifying was a little bit topsy-turvy. I wonder whether they had greasy track when they were out there.
Yes, there was quite a bit of rain.
Contact down the other, a stow. We've got cars one on top of the other, so they unfortunately made contact into stow that.
mantiene la punta de la carrera en el mano a mano atrás. Ganó Lucas Carrera. ¡Oh! ¡Oh! Y Campillay. El vuelco de Campillay. Mirá,
Tom, what do you think, Cal? Now Junior's got the green, so does Tom Hansen. And we got trouble.
Directo bene. Para qua.
No, doveva essere Tikarenko.
No, era Zendelli, era Zendelli. Sì,
E qui c'è attenzione,
coda.
sì, testa coda, riesce a ripartire, viene sfilato, ma è toccato da Titarenko e poi viene centrato proprio dalla...